guys, welcome back to the 13 days of Halloween. Today I have for you another quick and easy project, but first let me remind you that this series is also a giveaway, so make sure that you are leaving your comments on the description box down below. Also make sure that you go visit my friends Robin Pitts and Michelle Randolph and see what projects they have for you today. And also I want to thank you so much to everyone who's been coming every day and leaving your sweet comments. It really makes my day just to go through your comments every day, and it just inspires me to keep on going. So today I have for you this Vampire Diaries, and it is basically a journal, and it's very Victorian looking, and I was really inspired by the paper collection, which is this DCWV Immortal Love and Mortal Love stack. And I had this for a long time, and when I got it I knew I wanted to make a Vampire Diaries. I just never got to do it. I had that for a couple of years. I'm sure you can still probably find it, but so anyway, so I used the cereal box for the cover, and you will see the process right after I showcase the journal here. And I am using as the closure this choker piece, which was my daughter's necklace. It was part of her Halloween costume a couple of years ago, and I saved it because I really love it, and I love the cameo, the skeleton cameo here on the front, and I just really like it. And then you can also adjust it so as your journal grows you can let the loop a little bit looser. So it's quite a fun idea to add this as a closure. I also went ahead and did eyelets because at the beginning I was thinking on adding some like ribbon for the closure, but then I really like this. This is a Tim Holtz little book plate, and you can add in there the year of, you know, when you're using your journal. And then I covered this on red cardstock, and then I added this little lace here on top, and I really like the contrast of the red on the background, and you can see the beautiful lace. And then I kind of went a little crazy on the black lace as well. I have this little scallop one on the bottom, and then this other one here on the side. And then I have this other one for the spine that I really like. It has a lot of ruffles, and it also looks really Victorian. So the back is the same, and I really love how this turned out. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the inside, and I can just slide this down since my journal is pretty empty. So as always, I keep my journals pretty plain, and then I embellish as I start journaling in there. But I will do a quick walkthrough of the inside. So this is, everything is from the paper, of course, and then I just have some laces, and I am using some coffee dye paper, and I made this traveler's notebook size because I just think it'll be, you know, I just love how it looks, and it'll be a lot easier to just get it filled and complete, since I already have another journal that it's a little bit larger. And so anyway, a lot of pages, like I said, pretty plain pages. I did use some vellum pages that I had on my stash, and these are just so pretty. I love how this give the whole Gothic Victorian look into the journal. And then again, some more laces, and it only has 3 signatures, but it has quite a lot of pages, as you can see. And so yeah, so that is my project for you today, and now let's go ahead and make this together. So to make this project, I am going to be using some of these Immortal Love stack by DCWV, and this is one that I had on my stash, but I just love it. I think you can still find these at Joann's. It has a lot of like blacks and reds, and it's very Gothic type of paper. I just love all of these what do you call that, forbidden fruit, like the apples and stuff. Also, I am going to be using some coffee dye paper. Now I already went ahead and cut my paper at 8 inches by 8 inches, and I folded this in half on groups of 4, so I have 3 of these, and then also I have some vellum pages that I'm going to be cutting as well to incorporate into my book. And then for the cover, I am going to use a cereal box. So I am going to do this size of a traveler's notebook. This is why I cut my papers a little bit smaller. So I am going to cut the cover at 9 inches. Okay, so this is 9 inches, and then I'm going to open up the box here, and I am going to use this section of the box here as my spine for my book. So what I'm going to do is line up this bending line to, oops, let me do it here. So I'm going to line up this bending line here to 4 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to and cut right there, and then I'm going to line up the other side of the spine to 4 3/4 here, and then I'm going to again cut right there, and now we have the size of your traveler's notebook cover. And I'm also going to go ahead and cut my papers. Now the papers for the inside pages are going to be 8 by 8. Okay, so I'm just cutting that at 8 and then cutting these at 8 here, and then I'm going to save these. You can always make pockets or something with that. And then I'm just going to select some of the pages that I'm going to use for my book. So I have all the papers that I selected, and I am going to cut these ones at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, because you want these ones to be a little bit bigger than the inside pages, because these are going to be the covers for each signature. So I'm just gonna line them up and cut at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay, so I have here 3, and I'm going to need at least 6 pages. So now that I have my 6 pages, I am just going to glue them back to back, because my paper is not double-sided, and also I do want to make my covers a little bit stronger for each signature here. Just gonna glue them back to back, and there you go. So now that I have my pieces back to back, I am going to score along 4 1/8, and this is basically half of this page, and I'm just going to fold right along the score line, and I am going to do the same here. Then I'm also going to fold my vellum pages in half. That way we can form our signature pages. So these ones are really easy to fold, so we don't need to score. And I'm just gonna do the last one. Okay, so So then we're going to form the signature. So I'm going to grab one of my covers and one of my bundle of pages, and I have 4 pages, so I am going to do 2 pages, then my vellum page, and then 2 more pages, and that's going to be my signature. So now we're gonna work on the cover. I'm going to first add my cardstock on the inside part of the box. And then we are going to cut out the extra. And then I'm going to score along the bending line using my ruler. Okay. And then we're just going to fold along the line right there. And then we're going to do the same for the other side. I'm just going to score along the bending line, and then we're just gonna fold this. Okay, so this cardstock is a little bit thick, so that's why I have to score here a couple times. Okay, so then I'm just going to fold this, and I'm actually going to fold it all the way and just press down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with this side and press down. Okay, and there you go. So we have the inside done, and now we're gonna do the same with the other side, and for that I am going to use these designs. And there you go. So now I'm just going to fold this again, and I don't need to score this time. We're just gonna fold it. Okay, and then same thing with this side. I'm just gonna fold this in, and there you go. We have our cover. So now we're ready to add our signature pages. So we're gonna hold these together and mark 3 holes. So I'm just gonna poke 1 hole on the center to go through all of the layers, and then one about 1 inch away from the top, and another one 1 inch away from the bottom, or yeah, I think that's how it is. And then we are going to do the same thing over here. So what I'm going to do is just place it about 1/2 inch away from the bending line, and I'm just going to eyeball this, and I'm also going to center this up and down, and then I'm just gonna hold that, and I am going to poke my holes here as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 1, and it's a lot easier when you pre-make your holes And then also if you have a paper clip, you can go ahead and hold your pages there together, but I'm just going to eyeball mine right here. Okay, so there you go. And then I do have, oops, a little piece of twine and a needle, and I am going to pass these first through the center, and then you can see the 3 holes that I added in there. So now I am going to pass these through the center as well, and I'm gonna pull these, but I am going to leave a little tail in there. And then since I already made my holes, I can see it here from this side, so I'm just gonna go down from the top and then pass through the top here, and then I can just do like 2 at a time. Okay, and I'm going to pull these all the way, and then I'm going to go towards the bottom. So I'm just going to add my needle right here, and because we already pre-made the holes, it doesn't matter if it moves or not, because the hole will be all on the same place. And then I'm going to go through the hole on the cover and just pull this out. Okay, and then finally I am going to go back to the center. Okay, so first I'm going to go through the hardcover and pull this out, and then I am going to go through the center here. Okay, and make sure that I come out through, oops, okay, let's see here, oops, there you go, and make sure that you come out through the center here as well. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pull these and pull this one, okay, and secure that, and then you're just gonna make a knot. So again, I'm going to poke the holes on my signature first. I'm going to go on the center, and then about 1 inch away from the top and bottom. Okay, so we're gonna do one right there and one right here, and then you are going to poke the holes through your cover. So there you go. Now we have our 3 signatures added into our book, and I just love these papers. I love how simple and how gothic they are. So now what we're gonna do is just embellish, and for that I have here some lace, some different types of black lace that I want to add. Also, I am going to be adding a closure, so I'm going to do here an eyelet. So I am just going to poke a hole. Okay, so one right here on the center, and then I'm going to add my eyelets. Okay, so I'm just going to do the dark ones, and I'm going to add one right here. And then I'm going to do one on the back here as well, so I'm going to make sure it's lined up. Okay. So now I'm just going to finish up decorating the journal. So I am going to be adding some of this lace. I think this will look really cool. You can kind of see the red on the back as well, and I really like the look. So I'm just going to finish decorating. So there you go, we are done decorating our journal. I typically would just do lace and then I'll decorate the inside pages as I go. I went ahead and added two eyelets to add some ribbon, but I remember I have this choker here from my daughter's Halloween costume last year, so I just put it wrapping here as a closure, and I think I just love how it gives it that Victorian Gothic look. And so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy my project today, and I hope that you come back tomorrow for another Halloween project. Don't forget to leave your comments on the description box down below, and also don't forget to visit my dear friends Robin and Michelle to see what projects they have for you today. And I want to thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.